Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be ranking every single Champions League final from 2004 until 2024. Were they a hit or were they a miss? Let's get into it. 2004, Porto 3, Monaco 0. At the start of the season, absolutely nobody had Porto to win the Champions League, and this one put Mourinho on the radar of the biggest clubs in the world. The most notable point of Porto's run here was Mourinho running down that touchline at Old Trafford. Everybody remembers that one. This was a surprise victory for Porto, and this one gets a hit. 2005, Liverpool 3, AC Milan 3. Liverpool win on penalties. I'm a Liverpool fan, obviously, and biased aside though, this is the greatest Champions League final I have ever seen in my life. I was 15 at the time and I was thinking, God damn, I've got to go to school the next day and get absolutely ripped by all of my friends who were like Chelsea, Man United fans. But somehow they came back, and I think that AC Milan made the big mistake of celebrating at half-time thinking that it was all over. Obviously it wasn't. This one gets a hit. 2006, Barcelona 2, Arsenal 1. This was Arsenal's only ever Champions League final appearance. We had Lehmann get sent off. Sol Campbell put a 10-man Arsenal 1-0 up in the Champions League final as well. But of course, eventually Barcelona did come back and win a Champions League. This wasn't the most exciting Champions League final of my memory, so I'm going to give this one a miss. 2007, AC Milan 2, Liverpool 1. It was pretty much done before Dirk Kuyt scored in the 88th minute to make it 2-1 to AC Milan. But when he scored that goal, a Liverpool fan again, I thought, oh my God, 2005 all over again, let's come back. This final was most memorable for me because I was standing at the back door crying my eyes out because we'd lost the Champions League final. So I'm going to give this one a miss. 2008, Man United 1, Chelsea 1. Man United win on penalties. This for me is a very memorable Champions League final. The first ever one with two English teams and that penalty shootout as well that we can't forget about. I hated both teams at this point, but Chelsea were the lesser of two evils, and John Terry had the chance to win the Champions League and then of course slipped. And Chelsea fans have the audacity to still rip us Liverpool fans about Gerrard slipping in 2014. Anyways, I like this final. This one gets a hit. 2009, Barcelona 2, Man United 0. Leading up to this match, it was that Iniesta goal, the last-minute goal against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge to take Barcelona to the final. If the referee decisions didn't go the way they did that night, then we would have had a repeat with Chelsea, Man United in the final. Barcelona won 2-0 in the final, and it was quite predictable to be fair, and at the time, Barcelona were probably the best team in the world with Pep Guardiola at the helm. It was too predictable for me though, so this one gets a miss. 2010, Inter 2, Bayern Munich 0. Another Jose Mourinho masterclass in the Champions League because everybody and their mother had Barcelona to win the Champions League that year, especially after they demolished Arsenal. But Jose knocked Barcelona out in the semi-finals and then done this, as he always does. Inter Milan beat Bayern Munich 2-0 in the final to win a treble, but this wasn't an exciting final really, so this one gets a miss. 2011, Barcelona 3, Man United 1. It was 1-1 at half-time at Wembley, but we all knew that Barcelona were going to come back and win it, didn't we? It was a repeat of the 2009 final and quite predictable as well, and it showed how dominant Spanish football was over English football at this time, so this one's going to get a miss for me. 2012, Chelsea 1, Bayern Munich 1. Chelsea win on penalties. No one can forget this final, especially Chelsea fans, of course. Chelsea win their first corner of the game in the 88th minute, and then Drogba gets a header, scores, and we get a Gary Neville orgasm. We also got an Iron Robben penalty saved in extra time before Drogba smashed home the winning penalty to win Chelsea their first ever European Cup. This one, even though I hate Chelsea, or hated Chelsea back then, has to get a hit. 2013, Bayern Munich 2, Borussia Dortmund 1. There was absolutely no way Bayern Munich were going to lose two Champions League finals in a row, was there? Robben scored an 89th minute winner to send the Bayern fans crazy. You know what, Champions League finals are rarely exciting, and this one wasn't exciting for me either, so it's going to get a miss. This was Dortmund's last Champions League final. Can they actually do it on Saturday? What do you think? 2014, Real Madrid 4, Atletico Madrid 1. Atletico Madrid had literally won the Champions League. Then Real Madrid, of course, do what they've been doing for the last 10 years and come back. 93rd minute, Sergio Ramos. Unbelievable. Real Madrid then went on to score 3 goals in extra time to comfortably win a Champions League. This one, of course, because it's Real Madrid, gets a hit. 2015, Juventus 1, Barcelona 3. Barcelona got their treble after Neymar sealed a 3-1 victory in the 97th minute. By the way, Juventus also had the opportunity to win a treble too, but Barcelona they had Messi, Neymar and Suarez. It was over before it began. But this one was not the most memorable final for me, so I'm going to give this a miss. 2016, Atletico Madrid won, Real Madrid won. Real Madrid win on penalties. It was Atletico who came back this time before Real Madrid won in penalty shootout with Ronaldo, of course, scoring the winning goal. It was Real Madrid's 11th Champions League title, and they go on a run and win so many Champions Leagues after this, wouldn't they? But this one was not memorable for me. It gets a miss. 2017, Juventus won, Real Madrid 4. Juventus got banged again in a Champions League final. They must be thinking at this point, what can we do to win a final? But Real Madrid won it comfortably. Although for the first 20 minutes or so, Juventus were actually dominating the game, but this one was not memorable, nothing exciting. It was quite predictable. Real Madrid won it. This one gets a miss. 2018, Real Madrid 3, Liverpool 1. I hated this final. What could have happened if Salah didn't get injured? Or Salah didn't get attacked? I'm not sure, you know, but the most memorable part of this final was obviously that bicycle kick from Gareth Bale in a Champions League final. I'd love to give it a miss, but when you're scoring that sort of goal in those sort of circumstances, you have to give it a hit. 2019, Liverpool 2, Tottenham 0. Some people say this was the most boring Champions League final they have ever seen. A dubious handball, a penalty, a late goal. Nothing else really happened in this final, but it was the way that both teams got there. Liverpool coming back against Barcelona to win 4-3 on aggregate, and then obviously Tottenham doing the same thing the next night, coming back. For that, I have to give this final a hit, just for the lead up. 2020, Bayern Munich 1, Juventus 0. Juventus again at this point. What do we have to do to win a Champions League final? This was during COVID, there were no fans, but on the way, Bayern Munich beat Chelsea 7-1 on aggregate, and then obviously beat Barcelona 8-2 on aggregate. That was more memorable, the build up, but it wasn't very exciting, was it? They absolutely demolished them. And there was no fans as well, so I'm going to give this one a miss. 2021, Chelsea 1, Man City 0. Who actually had Chelsea to win the Champions League final this year? Because it was one trophy that Man City had to win to be recognised as a giant club. But Kai Havertz got the winner, and Chelsea, underdogs again, win a Champions League final. For that, I have to give this one a hit. 2022, Real Madrid 1, Liverpool 0. A boring final, literally nothing happened here, did it really? During this season, Liverpool were going for a quadruple. They were in the Premier League title race till the end. They won the FA Cup, they won the Carabao Cup. They just had to get over the line in the Champions League final and hope Man City slipped. But in the end, it didn't happen. It was an end of an era for the high-performing Liverpool that we were used to seeing, and I'm going to give this final a miss. 2023, Man City 1, Inter Milan 0. This was a must-win for Man City. They're about to win a treble, and to win that one trophy that had eluded them all these years. Was this final exciting? Nope. Was it eventful? No, it wasn't really. But they did smash Real Madrid on the way, but for the final, nothing really happened apart from that Rodri goal. So I'm going to give this one a miss. 2024, Dortmund versus Real Madrid. On paper, it's Real Madrid's crown, isn't it? But as we know, anything can happen in the Champions League final. So you tell me, who wins this year's Champions League? Real Madrid or Borussia Dortmund? Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out more videos on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well. Thanks for watching.